Darlings, darlings, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about? I'll tell you what I'm going to talk about. I'm sexy. But what am I going to talk about? I am going to talk about I'm going to talk about my least favourite band of all time. I have a big history with this band, goes back a long way, and I think they were always on MTV, they were on Rage. I came to them in the late 80s, I think, or during the 90s. And very fortunately, my sentimental favourite band, Guns N' Roses, overwrote them, bulldozed over the top of them. This band, my goodness, I stopped listening to them. I just disconnected from them completely in 2011, I think it was. They had an album come out in 2008. I bought it, but I'd bought the previous albums. I'd listened to them a lot. Close friends of mine were really big into this band, and I was for a while as well. And the disconnection, I actually made my disconnection. The last time I ever heard them was in 2008. And then somewhere around 2012, I was like, I'm never listening to them ever again, ever. And then in 2014, I made a further assessment and was like, I can't stand them. And I never, ever want to hear a bar of them ever again. And you're thinking, okay, well, who is it? Tell me, who is it? I'm getting to that. They have this, I'm going to give it away now. Well, no, it's not the Chili Peppers, although they're on the list of bands I can't listen to very much. They have this front man who loves all the attention. Yes, now you know who I'm talking about. And they have this guitarist who is completely overrated in every way. In fact, Henry Rollins, in an interview that I saw in Henry Rollins, he stated that this band had the worst rhythm section of all time. I completely agree. My partner, her ex-husband, loves this band. And when she disconnected from him, I said, I can't stand this band. She's like, I will never listen to them ever again. Can't stand Byron, can't stand it. When they come on in the car, we can't change the channel fast enough. Cannot change the channel fast enough. So in fact, we're at the Orion Hotel at the Rocks in Sydney, in the Sydney CBD, at Circular in the Rocks, approximately 6 years ago. And it said there's the cover band for this band, and I said, if I hear you in a fucking bar and we got out of there. Because the band eventually came on, they did one note and we got up walked. This band is a big band, big fame, worldwide fame. I can't, I can't fucking stand U2. My least favourite band of all time is U2. I don't even like saying the name. U2. Ugh. Cringeworthy, absolutely cringeworthy. And I'm not even, you know what, I'm even not going to say the name of the frontman because I don't like saying his name anymore. He has this ego. He plays up to the camera something silly. He, it, it, and the thing is, you've got the front man. I'm not going to say his name. I don't want to. And the rest of the band becomes invisible, and the Edge has no. The guitarist, the Edge, is hopeless. They have this sound that grinds on my fucking nerves. They have a very particular sound that the moment they come on the radio, I have to change the channel within 2 seconds. If it takes 4 seconds to change the channel, it's 4 seconds too fucking long. Because we're in the car, they come on and go like... horrid. I have their albums in my old room at my parents' place at Park Street. I have still have their CDs, of which will go into the friggin' bin. They will go to landfill the next time I lay eyes on them. Because I've part of my collection, part of my CD collection is still in my old room at my parents' place. And geez, I think I've got all my Madonna CDs there. I love Madonna. Love Madonna. Anyway, the next time I see them, I'm going to pick them up and they're going to go straight in the bin. The last time I ever listened to them was, I don't even like saying their name. As I said, we were at Circular Quay and said, you two cover band. And the guys walked on and I said to Michelle, they play a fucking note and they set themselves, they set up, and then the guitar guy, the bass player, boom, boom, he did 2 bars. We got up at the same time we walked out. They have a very particular sound which I can't stand. I'm glad I disconnected from, I disconnected from them in 2009 without realising it. Assessed that in 2012, confirmed it, and then in 2012 verified it. In 2014, it was like, yeah, never ever fucking listening to them ever again. They're haunting, they're everything bad, they're dreadful, and just talking about them now, that's one of the songs in my head. I've got the song in my head, and get it out of there. Yes. My goodness. I kind of partially grew up with them because they were on MTV in the 80s and 90s. They were on Rage. They were kind of everywhere around. And then 2008 was the very last time in fact, a couple of years went by, I realised I hadn't heard them. I'm like, I don't want to hear them. Fucking screaming neighbours, fucking kids out of fucking control. Do you think kids could be running around the background screaming? No, yeah, they shouldn't be. Kids should be quiet and learning Latin and French and Italian. Fucking screaming out of control kids. The parents can't control them. Yeah. So yes, what's your least favourite band of all time? That's mine. And let's throw into the list, we're going to throw in Queen, throw in Foo Fighters, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Oasis, Powderfinger, Nirvana, yeah, throw those as well, just for good measure. Can't fucking stand the way Dave Grohl sings. Whew. Anyone else on the list? Okay.